in this episode of GA Access.
I believe that accountants that refuse to market their practice are ultimately going to end up either having to sell their practice or merge with another firm, or as they get ready to retire, they're just going to fade away. I think people have got to realize they've got to move into the 21st century. I mean, they've got to be involved on the internet. They've got to be doing things that are the way young people and young entrepreneurs deal with their own businesses. And if they don't, they're going to die a natural death.
Jolene Lowe's is among a growing number of accountants who believe that marketing is the single most important function that is required to build an accounting practice that will become a valuable asset upon retirement. Having used GoodAccountants.com to add an additional $100,000 in annual billing to her accounting practice, Jolene Lowe's talks about 3 sizable companies that were referred to her by GoodAccountants.com. The first, a $15 million computer documents imaging company with 60 employees that recently relocated from Virginia to Tampa. The second, a 35-year-old family-owned architectural and masonry company with $5 million in revenues. And the third, a multi-million-dollar petroleum company looking to establish more than a dozen gas stations with convenience stores throughout the Tampa area. Debbie Ford, manager of affiliate marketing for GoodAccountants.com, sat down with Jolene Lowe's of C&L Value Advisors Incorporated to discuss the significance of using an effective marketing campaign to offset even the worst downturns in the local or national economy.
How much money in total have you made through GoodAccountants.com?
To date, the annual billings that I have gotten for clients that I've secured through GoodAccountants.com has averaged, I think it's around $94,000, between $94,000 and $100,000.
Tell me a little bit about Fairfax Imaging, one of the clients that GoodAccountants.com referred to you. What have you been able to do for them as far as services are concerned?
Okay. One of the first clients that I got from GoodAccountants.com was a company by the name of Fairfax Imaging. And they came to me because of the fact that they were the owners of the business had relocated from the north to Tampa, and so they really didn't have a lot of contacts, and they were looking for a firm that could prepare reviewed financial statements and also who had some experience in dealing with foreign returns. And that's because of the fact that they have a subsidiary in Vietnam. They do a very specialized kind of software development and systems for large companies and for governmental agencies. And so far, my experience with working with them has been great. The 2 owners are extremely nice. Both of their wives also have businesses that we're now helping them with too, and they're just a joy to work with.
Tell me a little bit about the petroleum client that was referred to you by GoodAccountants.com. What is it that you're doing for him? What services are you providing?
Okay. One of the businessmen that I was referred to by GoodAccountants.com was in the process of purchasing some gas stations and wanted to work with a firm who had experience with gas stations and convenience stores, which our firm does. And so we helped him in the initial stage of due diligence, and now we are helping him on an ongoing basis with all of the financial aspects of the business. I was actually at his facility about 2 weeks ago and was working with the individual who's his office manager, and we'll be going back over there to work with him. I think it's in about 2 weeks' time to make sure that everything is set up properly and so that we're getting all of the very, very good data for the reports and stuff that we need relating to his practice and his businesses.
Tell me a little bit about the masonry company that you're working with.
Another one of the companies that GoodAccountants.com referred me to is a masonry company that's located not too far from our offices. And I got to them because of the fact that the owner's sister runs his bookkeeping and accounts receivable and accounts payable department. And she's been using QuickBooks Enterprises for a long time. And his current his prior CPA rather, did not have a good working relationship with her. So she was really the driving factor in getting him to switch to another CPA firm. We have, I believe it's 7 or 8 people in our firm right now that are QuickBooks Certified Pro Advisors, and one who specifically works with Enterprise Solutions QuickBooks, which is kind of like the upper level of QuickBooks programs. And so we've gone in and we've helped them clean up their records so that now they can look at financial statements whenever they want to. Her books are good. And he's very fortunate because masonry is in the construction business, of course, and he's been able to secure some large contracts. So he's, of course, down this year, but definitely going to be a survivor. I've gotten a very diversified client base from goodaccountants.com. I've gotten a restaurant from them, which I had not ever worked with any restaurants before, but it was a great opportunity because I was trying to expand into some different niche markets. I have gotten a masonry company that is, of course, in the construction field. I have gotten a client that is in the process of purchasing multiple convenience store gas stations. I have gotten a client that does specialized electrical contracting work all through the state of Florida. They actually relocated from New Jersey. They wanted to get out of the cold too, and had a much better opportunity down here with the company that they facilitate their contracts through. And let's see what else. And then I've also gotten, I mentioned a company by the name of Fairfax, and they do software and development for large companies and governmental units. The clients that I have gotten from goodaccountants.com have all been phenomenal clients, and they all had very, very valid reasons for why they took that road to find the person they wanted to work with. 100% of my clients before I started working with goodaccountants.com were from referrals, whether it was existing clients or financial planners that I work with, or bankers or attorneys. But I think people have got to realize they've got to move into the 21st century. I mean, they've got to be involved on the internet. They've got to be doing things that are the way young people and young entrepreneurs deal with their own businesses. And if they don't, they're going to die a natural death.
In order to receive the next episode of GA Access, you must become a subscriber. It's absolutely free. Simply click the yellow button on the right-hand side of this page marked Subscribe to GA Access TV and submit your name and email address. It's the only way we can send you the next upcoming episode of GA Access. Keep yourself informed about quality clients who are looking for a good accountant.